Hi, today's date is September 25th, 2019. For today's video source inspection, we're filming a fully remanufactured 480 F model spin rinser dryer with a Sitek SlickDevice F1 controller installed. Due to confidentiality reasons, I will not share my customer's identity with you, but for them, I'll share their purchase order number and general location. Our customer is in the great state of Connecticut, and their PO number is QSI 20190425 GMF, S REV. So before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and just show you what we're working with. We have a low profile 8-inch cassette, full boat of wafers, nitrogen's purging into the bowl. As you can see, there wouldn't be room for a high profile because this is an 80, not a 2300. This is the largest cassette they can run 8-inch in. So everything's ready to go there. The recipe we're going to run is a 60-second rinse at 500 RPMs, followed by a 10-second purge at 1800 RPMs, right into a 90-second dry one at 1800 RPMs. And lastly, we'll slow it down for 210 seconds at 500 RPMs. I'll go ahead and get us started, and I'll talk about our refurbishment spec, what we do for each refurb, our spare parts and service, as well as some other equipment that we can provide at Sitek. Let's go. Okay, as you see, our light indicator is now green, which means we're spinning. So we're ramping up, getting close to 500 RPMs, and we're there. Tool's running nice and smooth. As you can see, we're having water all over the bowl. We have about 40 seconds left. When we go into our purge, we'll speed up and you'll start to see the water slinging in a circle. Every rinser dryer that comes to Sitek or that Sitek builds goes through the same extensive refurbishment process. First, we take the tool and break it down to the component level. From there, we chemically clean and electropolish all parts and inspect all parts for function. Once all of our parts are prepped, that is when we begin to rebuild the rinser dryer from the ground up. Okay, 5 seconds, we're about to spin up. Okay, so we are ramping up our RPMs. We're going to go all the way to 1800. You're seeing the water droplets start to kind of move in a circular motion. We're trying to sling as much water as we can off the wafers and cassette. So in our next step, we could really just physically dry them when we slow it down, because right now we're just slinging off the excess water. Back to our refurbishment process. Once all the parts are prepped and we build them up to the full head assembly, that's when we place the head in our dry test. In our dry QC checkpoint, this is where we test the SRD for full function without facilities installed. Once the tool passes our dry QC checkpoint, we then place it in our wet test. In wet test, we do the wet QC. Here is where we inspect and test the SRD for full function with the facilities installed. Okay, we're still nice and smooth. We are about halfway through our dry one before we slow it down. Once the tool passes wet test, we place the SRD in the final configuration, which you see before you today. Not all SRDs are going to be in this full poly cabinet with cart. Sometimes we have a double stack, sometimes just a bare head assembly. It depends what the customer wants or needs. In addition to filming a video source inspection for customer acceptance, we will also run over 50 various process recipes at different speeds and times to ensure that the SRD is ready for plug and play installation in our customer's fab. We call this burn-in testing. Okay, so 3 seconds left. We're going to slow it back down. You can see we have far less water droplets on the window. Now I've discussed our refurbishment process, I will share some information about our spare parts and service support. Sitek can provide 100% of the spare parts and services necessary to upkeep your Semitool SRD. Parts that we could repair include the controllers, amps, we rebalance rotors, as well as we rebuild motors. Obviously, we now have the new SlickDevice retrofit option for the S models and the F models like you see before you today. It's the best controller on the market, and our customers are going to be very excited to get this in their fab. The parts I just mentioned, we can also supply in new or refurbished condition. You can figure out more by calling us at 916-797-9000 or visiting our website, www.sitekprocess.com. Other parts we supply include start and stop switches, door switches, solenoid valves, ACR valves, the rotor stop positioner, as well as tachometers, heater blankets, N2 filters, pressure switches, heater cartridges, and any other part you could think of on the rinser dryer. 100% spare parts and 100% repair services. Great, so we're drying. We have even less droplets than when we started. We have about 2 minutes left. If you have an issue with your rinser dryer, you can always give us a call at 916-797-9000 to talk to one of our sales experts. If you know what part you need or what you need to have repaired, you can visit our website and submit a formal RFQ there, or send us an email directly. Our email address is sales@sitekprocess.com. Okay, just about a minute and a half. We've discussed our refurbishment process as well as our spare parts and service support. We are not limited to supplying only Semitool SRDs. We are now the OEM for Vertec SRDs, so we can assist you with any of the spare parts and repairs necessary for those tools, in addition to supplying remanufactured Vertecs. Other equipment we can supply at Sitek includes box washers, such as the HTC 8010, 8020, and 8030. Mask cleaners, including the KNS and Ultra T models. We can supply metrology tools, including profilometers, ellipsometers, resistivity, and more. We can provide barrel ashers and etchers, YES ovens, as well as a variety of other equipment. You can see our full equipment listing at www.sitekprocess.com. Okay, we have 45 seconds left. As you can see, if you look at the window, you can barely see any water left on the window. That means that our heaters are really working. The tool ran nice and smooth at low RPMs and high RPMs. We're back at low now, but we're really happy. If you look at our SlickDevice, you can kind of see what's on and activated right now. You see the lightning bolt and the anti-static, that is on. The bowl heater is also on. Our LPP, our nitrogen, and you can see our 20 PSI pressure switch is being met. This rinser dryer is running phenomenal right now. Okay, the clock's striking 0. It's not safe to open the door yet. We want the rotor stop positioner, the pneumatic piston that's in the back of this tool, to fire into the upright 12 o'clock position. We'll hear the air when that happens, and once that's done, we need the door seal to release all air, deflate. So the RSP fired. Let's listen for the door seal. There it is. Okay, if you look at our screen, the SlickDevice will tell you, which is pretty cool, that we're ready to open the door with the light tower, as well as if we had a successful process run, which we did. So I could either hit acknowledge or open the door. I'm going to do both. Okay, so let's open the door. We have warm nitrogen purging into the bowl. Residual droplets of water in the bowl. This is what you want. You don't want to dry until your bowl is bone dry, because if you do that, you'll be more prone to particle. Let's go ahead and pull out our cassette. Wafers are completely dry. Okay, let me get lined up here. This will conclude our video source inspection for today. You can visit our YouTube channel to see some great material on our SlickDevice controller. Our company president, Jim Mullaney, does a full-on training demonstration that's really great. And feel free to call us anytime if you have any questions that you want to ask our salespeople. 916-797-9000. Thanks for watching.